Here we have a new 2024 Ford Expedition. Now this one comes in the Timberline trim level in star white metallic tri-coat, and then we have black onyx leather interior. For the powertrain, we get the 3.5 liter high output twin turbocharged V6 engine, and that's made into a 10-speed automatic transmission. So as we come around to the front end here, love the front end styling of the Timberline, just having that kind of great finish there. It just looks very, very off-road capable, very, very aggressive. Now as we come around the wheels here, these are 18-inch aluminum. Running boards there, passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And then we do have power door locks, memory seat, power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors. And then we have our power window controls there. We get that Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. Gonna pop the hood for later. Power tilt and telescopic steering wheel. And there's our power driver's seat with two-way power and lumbar. Love the orange stitching on this onyx leather here. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. But before we check out the rear leg room, I'm gonna take a quick look at the roof rack there. Here's a quick look at the door panel. But pretty good space back here. I'm 6'3", again, I have the seat adjusted for my driving position there. With the Vista roof, I only have about half an inch to an inch of headroom, but my head is not touching the headliner at all. Then back here we have two-stage heated outboard seats, our automatic climate controls, fan speed, temperature, and then we have two USB-C charge ports and then a 110-volt three-prong plug-in there. But I even like having the Expedition right there. It looks really nice. And there's a pocket down here, and there's also a 12-volt back here, so that's nice. There's a look at the sunshade when it's retracted up. And there's a look at the back seat from up here, this third row. So you know what, I'm gonna test that room out. So not bad. It feels about like a Tahoe or Suburban does, where my knees are touching the back, but I'm still very comfortable in the first seat, very comfortable in the second seat, and I can probably make myself comfortable in this third seat because I can push the seat back forward and backward as well, and that helps a little bit. But USB-A charge port, tons of storage here. So pretty impressed overall. And then I also like that we have these bigger clothes hangers, so we can hang some stuff right here and also hang some stuff right there. Just an impressive use of space, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and make our way towards the back. And there's a fuel filler there. And there's the back end there. Kind of disappointed we don't get full LED tail lamps, but it's all good. And a big shout out to Ford Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Expedition Timberline today. I'll leave a link below in the description. Now we can power fold our third row here, as well as power release our second row, if you ever want to do that. So it's one touch, and then you can get it to fold down, and you can push it another time, and then get it to fold up by itself. And I do like that, because I don't have to hold a button. I'm not gonna look under there. It's just a little additional storage underneath here. And while that's going down, here's a spare and a look underneath there. Love that exhaust. And now where these mats are out half an inch, I'm gonna have to move all this back. That can be a bit of a nuisance, especially when it's this cold out. But if it doesn't close this time, I'll just get it before I go on the test drive. Somebody's setting an alarm off too. That's fun. Now you can pull this lever and then it'll fold right into the floor. So very impressed by that. It folds all the way down to run those longer objects through. And then here we have the window sticker, so y'all can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look at that. So that brings the sticker price to $85,215 with all the options here. And then our power front passenger seat with two-way power lumbar support is here. I do like that we get these bigger pockets on the side, so it's on the passenger side and the driver's side there. A lockable glove compartment here. Then we have a top storage pocket there. And I really like the trim here, having that orange there, that kind of metal finish. Very nice look. But as we come back around to the front end here, we're just gonna take a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 3.5 liter high output EcoBoost V6. But next, let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn sound. Over here to the radio, we get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth audio, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility. We also have the built-in navigation system here, so we can use that as we see fit. All of our entertainment stuff is here if you want to do that. And then our options are right in here. So we can go to the controls menu, turn the auto hold on, the trailer turn assist, driver assistance, we can adjust all of that. So cruise control is set to adaptive. We can turn that off and just make it constant speed. Just by doing that, we can even toggle the lane centering on or off. For those who don't like those features, me personally, I love having them, so I always keep them on. Then we can change our language, temperature, measurement, all of that there. And there's the backup camera. We do get a bird's eye view as well. Pretty good picture, and the guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here, dual zone automatic climate controls. We can adjust fan direction and all of that through the screen. Unfortunately, there are no buttons and knobs for those of you who that's a deal breaker, but I have a Mach-E and I've gotten used to it. So you can like click there and then adjust here, heated steering wheel toggle, or hit the seat button there. You can either click there or you can just turn the knob when that menu is up. So pretty neat. And then you have the 3-stage fan speed auto climate, which you can adjust right there.
In New York City a little after 11 o'clock.
But that just goes to show,
you know what? This song has been out for a minute, but it was recently in that.
Why this could be a nuisance, because I was turning the volume up or down while I'm trying to adjust the climate controls. But anyways, auto stop toggles there, hazards, traction control, and then the max defrost is there. 12 volt here, trailer brake controllers there. Big storage pocket here where you can house a wireless charging pad, a little extra space, and then a USB-A, USB-C charge port there. Now for the shifter, reverse, neutral, drive, you can do all of that just by turning the knob, and then your manual mode is here, and you can shift right here. And then we also have the rear differential lock, which we can turn on or off there. And then for your drive modes, there are plenty. You also have a full 4-wheel drive system. So you have 2 high, 4-wheel automatic, 4 low, 4 high. And then for your drive modes, you have normal, slippery, sand, mud ruts, tow haul, sport, eco. So quite a bit there. And I like that you don't have to like go back to get to something that you went over. You just keep going and then go back to where you were. Now here we have the trail control. So we can turn that on or off. And then the parking sensors, we can toggle there. Bottle holders are here. We can stow those. And then the center console cubby space has a removable tray here, and then a 12 volt there. Like the removable tray though, because it does give you the option to put your change in there, which I always like having. Sunroof controls, sunshade, and the light controls are here. And then here's sunglasses holder. Now with that back, you can retract the roof. That's one touch there. And there's the second touch. And I like that it almost goes all the way back. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. And then garage door transmitter, vanity mirror, And then to the left side stalk, we do have automatic wipers, so all the intermittent modes, that adjusts your sensitivity for those, and you have low, high, and then click here for that front wiper fluid, and then you have off, intermittent, on for the rear wiper, and then you can pull either way there for the rear wiper fluid. And then high beams can be toggled or flashed there. And then there are a lot of buttons here on the steering wheel. So we have the cruise, we can turn on or off, adjust the gap for that, lane keeping system. We can set the actual cruise there, volume, voice recognition, and then we have our Bluetooth button there. We can go through our track list, radio station presets, and then all this is to go through the screen. So I can go through different submenus, scroll down. So, I mean, there's a lot you can do right in there. And then Pro Trailer backup, we have that. Push button start. Finally, here is the key fob with remote start. And now to the fun part. Let's go ahead and take this 2024 Ford Expedition Timberline out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Ford Expedition Timberline, very good power output. Very, very impressive. And when you're not giving it full throttle, you are able to kind of tone it down a little bit. And you can see the engine revs are they were at 1,000 RPMs there. So very impressive in terms of just using this 10 speed to keep the engine not working as hard. And then if you do need to go ahead and make a few moves, it doesn't take all day to find that gear. Now I do feel like I'm riding up quite a bit, but I love how controlled this feels going around corners for such a massive SUV. There's a lot less body roll than you would expect in this as you come around these curves. Now it's still a huge SUV, so it's not gonna have no body roll, but still, again, just impressed that it rides well, still drives well. It doesn't feel like it could tip over at any moment. But this high output EcoBoost V6 is quick. I don't know if it's, actually, it feels faster than a V8 from GM. Don't know if it feels as quick as the 392 in the Wagoneer, but I mean, that's just a higher displacement engine. But the 6.2 from GMC feels about the same as this high output V6. But yeah, the ride quality is very, very nice. What you'd expect from an SUV like this. I don't think it rides as smooth as a Tahoe, but I do like how this drives just a tad better in terms of feeling sporty. And the crazy thing about this is this thing has been in eco mode the whole time. I totally forgot. It doesn't drive like it's been in eco mode. So I'm gonna put it in the sport mode and try the manual shifts as we get on the interstate. So the shifts are relatively responsive. They're not necessarily lightning quick, but they get the job done. So we're gonna wait to get away from this van, and then we're gonna give it just a little pull. So very quick. Now I'm gonna take it out of sport mode, out of manual mode, and then we're gonna test out the adaptive cruise just for a second. So it's keeping that safe distance between myself and this truck that has no idea where they're going. So I haven't hit the brake yet. And then I'll start braking now. So pretty impressive, just I mean, from the acceleration to just how this rides to the safety features, just a extremely impressive Ford Expedition here. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this Expedition Timberline.